All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing your daily Walking Dead Q and A video for today. In this one, I'm going to start things off by giving my thoughts on what do I think they're going to do as Season 8 marks the 100th episode for the Walking Dead television series. And spoiler warning, if you're not caught up for the Walking Dead television series up to the mid-season finale for Season 7. So for Season 8, this question came from YOLO Manning 18. We've been kind of talking about this a bit over the last few months or so, but it's getting even closer since we're past the first half of the Walking Dead Season 7 now. We're getting into the second half. We're itching ever closer to what will be the 100th episode of the Walking Dead, as he points out here. He says, Q&A, Trev, please answer. What do you think AMC is going to do for episode 100? aka Season 8, Episode 1. So the Season 8 premiere, 100 episodes of the Walking Dead TV series. So first of all, I think we should say very happy the Walking Dead television series got 100 episodes. Let's celebrate that first of all, because many shows don't. It's sort of, depending on the network and depending on kind of requirements and stuff, it's kind of like syndication for some networks, and what they look for is to reach, it's a huge milestone to reach 100 episodes of a show. Most shows never get there. Most shows never even get close. And the fact that The Walking Dead is this type of show, which is not easy to make compared to a procedural crime drama or something like that, that is much easier for networks to make, very cookie-cutter shows. The Walking Dead is a challenging show for a network to do. So challenging that a couple networks passed up on it before AMC took it. So great question from YOLO. So what do I think they're going to do? Do I think they're going to do maybe a hallucination type episode, maybe some reflection in the episode because it's been 100 episodes, maybe an extended episode, possibly a character death in the premiere, or some kind of crazy mega zombie herd. Some really great suggestions. I mean, there's only so many things they can do. We haven't seen a really good hallucination sequence since the governor stuff back in Season 5 with, the death of Tyrese, and you had Lizzie Mika, you had the governor coming back. We had, it was good. We had Emily Kinney as Beth as well, too. She was in there, too, as far as I can remember, right? I haven't seen an episode for a while. What happened and what's going on is the episode we're talking about. I think episode 100 would be a good, that'd be a good idea for that, to throw in some hallucination sequences and do something special. I guarantee they're going to do something special for the Season 8 premiere. I don't know if it's going to be as big as the Season 7 premiere because of the cliffhanger and the deaths coming up, or that came up. But it's got to be huge, right? It's got to be a really, really big premiere with 100 episodes. So you guys can write your comments below. What do you think they'll do for it? Do you think we'll see some maybe hallucinations of, dead characters, something like that again? But maybe do it. I'd like to see it, but I'd like to see it in a different way. The episode with Tyrese, with his death, it was so bleak and so sad. It took away kind of all the coolness of getting to see all these different, characters come back. The governor was pretty wicked, and it was still cool too, but the death was so sad that it's like it took away from all that excitement or anything that you might have. The fun factor of it was sucked dry because we're seeing a tragic death for Tyrese. Kind of a humiliating death, actually, at the hands of just like, a couple regular zombies. Not a huge deal for such a strong character. So that would be really cool. Of course, Negan will still be around, so we'll see some stuff with that. Maybe something to do with All Out War, maybe a battle in the episode. Either way, I'd like to see an extended episode for it. I'd like to see something special in there, give us something really cool, put a lot of effort into it, and I think it should be one of their biggest episodes ever. Because, not only is it a big deal for the TV series, but also Kirkman always makes a big deal in the comics when there's a milestone that they hit. If they hit issue 100, we get to see Negan's first appearance and the death in that. Infamous issue 100 death. So we'll see what he does for issue 200, and 150 was pretty big. I want to say at least had some variant covers and stuff like that. So it was pretty good size. So I think you're right, YOLO. I think we'll see something really, really big, and I think it should be really awesome. So write your comments below. Let me know what you guys think we'll see in episode 100. And I'm very excited because that's, it's a big milestone for fans of the series. I've been watching the series for a long time. So I wanted to explain. So did a video for 2 days ago for the death prediction for who I think is going to be killed off next to be one of the next major character deaths for The Walking Dead. So if you didn't see it, it's Sasha. So I do think they're going to kill Sasha off because, of course, of the casting and stuff like that. So I wanted to explain because a lot of people say spoilers. there's a difference between spoilers and predictions. So what I do each season or each half season, which I've been doing since the second season of The Walking Dead, you can check the channel if you don't believe me. And after every episode too, I do video predictions for what I think is going to happen in the next episode. So my death prediction videos, idea I came up with 5 years ago at this point in season 2, is to give my thoughts on who I think is going to be killed off next. So in the next half. Now that video with the Sasha death prediction is based on, the comic book series and the casting. That's pretty much where I got the idea from. It's not confirmed, obviously. I don't know if Sasha's going to be killed off or not. That's a death predictions video. Now, sometimes I do cover spoilers. I've kind of really, held back on that. I don't read them myself anymore. You guys sometimes will spoil stuff for me in comments, a lot of times actually. But ever since Greg Nicotero did an interview where he was saying that people who, do spoilers or release spoilers like that are ruining the show. So ever since he did that, ever since Greg Nicotero said that, I've been pretty much staying out of that. I don't look, I don't, get into it because it's like, I want to do my predictions. And they're cool with predictions. They're cool with speculation. As Kirkman has said, when they decided not to put the death in the season 6 finale and push it to season 7, they like it when people speculate. They want to see people speculate and guess on who they think is going to be killed next and this kind of thing. That's part of the reason why they did the season 6 finale and put it into the next season, is because they knew that people like us, us guys and girls, are going to do predictions or speculation on who we think it's going to be. And we did. And it was a lot of fun. It was great. That's different from spoilers. So, if I do a video where I'm going to be doing spoilers, I'll let you guys know. I'll put it in the title or something, leaked info, spoiler info, that kind of stuff. But again, right now I'm trying to kind of, stay out of that stuff, right? Because, AMC has my address. They sent me the bat. So they have my address. So I don't want to piss them off, right? So I'm not doing that. So I'll continue with death predictions and that kind of stuff. If anybody watching this right now is somebody who likes to read up on that, and that's cool and everything, I have no problem with that. Just all I would ask is please don't ruin it for other people in the comments. The idea is we'd like to do predictions, but I don't want to release spoilers, at least not at this time. If there's something that's like everybody knows about it, as was kind of the case with the season 7 premiere, it got spoiled to the point where like almost everybody knew about it. So at that point, it's like, okay, I released a video because you guys asked me to, but just be careful. There's a difference here between leaked information that's confirmed or that's knowledge and speculation and predictions. Sometimes predictions can be right, sometimes they could be wrong. Maybe Sasha won't get killed off at all. I don't know. But it's doing a prediction based on what we think and what we've seen so far. I got the idea originally because I used to do predictions for mixed martial arts fights in the channel before Walking Dead. And I would predict who I think was going to win or lose in a fight. And a lot of people like those videos, actually. They did really well. I don't really do them anymore because I'm not so interested as I used to be. And, I love Walking Dead and TV series so much now I decided to full-on switch. But yeah, even sometimes with that, too. Like this weekend we had a fight, Ronda Rousey versus Amanda Nunes. And I would have thought Ronda Rousey would have taken her down and armbarred her, won that fight. She didn't. She got knocked the F out. So again, they're predictions. It's for fun, guys. And you can be right, you can be wrong. It's not spoilers. And also, that's my image. I turned Sasha into a zombie. So that's not a leaked picture. So, okay, cool. So I didn't get a leaked picture of her as a zombie or something. So just so you know, okay? So speculation versus knowledge. Predictions versus spoilers. There's a difference. And so I wanted to throw that out there. So please don't be upset at me for doing death predictions or video predictions. I've been doing that for 5 or 6 years now, and I'm going to continue to do that for Walking Dead. And same with Game of Thrones, and same with other stuff too. If I want to and you guys want to see it, then we'll do it. Why not? Because speculation is fun. AMC wants speculation. They don't want spoilers. That's the difference. Okay, cool. Laura Nikon 2K4 says, Q&A question, Trev. Are any of the people you work with or your bosses subscribers to your channel? So this is a good question. Does my boss subscribe to my channel? Okay, first of all, I have a lot of bosses. I have like 10 bosses. And I'm not kidding. I have like 10 direct leadership. You can say bosses if you want to. Leadership is, leadership. Okay, so I have 10 supervisors or, bosses, whatever you want to say. Do some of them subscribe to my channel? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And does it weird me out? Yes, it does. But, it's cool. Luckily for me, it's a great thing that, the guys that I've worked with and gals have been really supportive and, cool about it and have, they see my results at my job. So they're like, okay, well, Trevor's, working his butt off as always. So that's great. And they don't have a problem with me doing the channel in my free time after work. So it's fantastic. It's great. I'm really lucky to have that. Not every workplace would be like that. If some workplaces, if they find out that you're doing something else, they might get mad at you or something, or feel like, think that person's lost their heart or they don't care about the job or something. But, I do a really good job at my job. I work extremely hard, sometimes overtime. And, I try to be a positive influence everywhere I go, and I know at my job I'm a very positive influence, and I do a really, really good job. And so they do, but they're cool with it, which is good. I don't tell any of my employees personally, about it. Really, like I don't really talk about it at work or anything. I just kind of, even if people talk about The Walking Dead, I just stay out of it. It's like, I'm talking about this shit enough, man. I'm not gonna get into this stuff with you. And sometimes people start talking about me in the third person, and I'll be there like listening, like. Yeah, right here. Anyway, that's funny. Good question, Lord. So yeah, they do, and luckily they're cool. They're cool with it, so that's great. Andrew Chapman says, Q and A. What would make you think that the next half is going to be all at war? It's going to be March to War, and then season 8 is going to be all at war. So for Andrew, so yeah, that's what I thought too. But when I looked at the trades, I realized that we're like halfway through March to War already. So how could they not include some of All Out War? I mean, what are they going to use? Half of a trade and then fill out the whole rest of the second half? I mean, they filled out the first half quite a bit as it was. So, I mean, I think they got to at least get into some of All Out War. So that's what again, this is not spoilers. Spoiler phobes, chill. This is based on the comics. They usually go through 3.5 trades a year. I did a video on this like 2 years ago. I compared it and everything, and it's about 3.5 trades volumes a year. They've already gone through a bit. Are they going to be able to go through only half of one March to War trade or volume for the second half of the season? I doubt it. I think they're going to have to get into some of All Out War. They can add some stuff in. They can space it out a bit. They can make it, add in Oceanside or whatever they're going to do to try and, space it out, maybe add in another group in there or something. But I would think they've got to get into some All Out War. And again, I could be wrong. It's just what I'm thinking. Zachary Tyler says, should have made a top 20 video, to be honest, for the top 10 favorite characters. You know what, Zach? I included this here because I wanted to say it to you. You're absolutely right. I should really increase it to top 20 now. I mean, there's so many characters in the show that top 10 doesn't even like. There's just so many, right? It should be probably top 15 to top 20. So I'll keep that in mind next time I do a top video. I'll try and do like top 15 or top 20. The only problem is it gets really hard to think of the numbers because there's so many characters and it's just tough, right? It's tough to choose. YOLO Manning also said, oh, right, yeah, so that one I already answered. Never mind. So Griff says, Q and A, do you think back in the episode Clear when Morgan said people wearing dead people's faces, he meant the Whisperers? So for Griff, that's one that we've discussed. I've done videos on that prior, closer to when that happened and everything. And it's a cool idea, it's a cool theory, but I don't think that's what they meant at all. I think Morgan was just kind of losing his mind, and at that point he didn't know what was real and what wasn't. The Gaming Nerd says, Q&A, Trev, what are your thoughts on Carrie Fisher's death? So, he wanted me to add it for Q&A. Let's just go over real quick. It sucks. I mean, it sucks, man. Really sad and everything. Grew up watching Star Wars, and to hear afterwards about her mom and everything is like, oh, what a downer, man. So, it's awful, man. It sucks, but, I mean, we don't have forever, right? That's the thing. Like, we only have so much time, and it's tragic. It is, death always sucks. The end always sucks, and it's what it is. It just sucks, man. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It sucks, right? Especially for people that grew up, and they watched Star Wars. I mean, it's the biggest movie franchise ever, right? So the original trilogy is like the biggest trilogy ever made. So, yeah. Trev Chan Rules says, and we'll make this, I guess we'll do one more after this one. He says, hey, Trev, I loved all 560 videos you did in 2016. Great job as always. Looking forward to 2017. My question is, did you get the chance to see Star Wars Rogue One? If you did, what do you think about it? I saw about it 3 times and loved it. So thanks, brother. I wanted to tack this one on with the other one. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know. Is she in it or not? I don't know. I haven't. I haven't seen it yet. So, but now I kind of don't even really want to be honest with you. Especially after that news, I'll watch it eventually, but I won't be doing reviews of it or anything like that anytime soon. Tyree Richards says, Q and A, Trev, which were you more excited for? Are you more excited for the arrival of Negan or the future arrival of the Whisperers? So I'd have to say for that one, for Tyree, definitely Negan. Negan's appearance in the Walking Dead TV series was the biggest, first appearance of any character in any show probably ever for me. I mean, after reading the comics for so many years, getting to see so much stuff with Negan in the comics, to finally get to see him in the TV series, it was a huge reveal, and it was the highlight of 2016 for me as a viewer. In terms of entertainment, it was the best in terms of TV shows and stuff. Man, that was really incredible to see JDM the first time, and it's been awesome all the way through. He's such an awesome addition to the show, and he's already in my top 10, really, really close to the top already, which is crazy, because I could eventually see him overtaking maybe even Daryl or Rick as one of my top favorite characters in the series. So, but the Whisperers are going to be sweet too. I can't wait to see the Whisperers, and to bring in that really dark horror aspect of The Walking Dead that sometimes we get, sometimes we don't. With Terminus and Gareth and the Hunters, they really had that dark feel. The Whisperers are probably going to be even more scary, even more scary than Negan's first appearance. So I can't wait to see that. And last one will be from CG Central HD. Says, hey, Trev, why are there so many trolls in your comments? So I think this was after, when did he say this after? After my top 5 favorite series of the of the year for 2016. And this is the thing, I mean, is there going to be some controversy when we do like a top 5 or top 10? There is. Some people got upset that in my top 10 characters I took Carol out of the list, like I moved her down and Morgan down. Some people got upset about that. Some people got upset that I put Rosita higher on my list than Abraham, and they couldn't understand why that is. I mean, Abraham's awesome and really funny and everything, but it was when Abraham leaves Rosita, kind of for no reason, just because he wants to, and like leaves her like that and stuff. So I was like, okay, out of the two of them, which am I going to put? Whose side am I on with that? Abraham's really funny, really cool, but I'm going to put Rosita in there. I like that struggle. I like that, what she's been through and stuff. And same with Maggie. So people get upset because, it's opinion and, it's totally subjective, and they have their favorites and I have mine. And everybody does, and you guys have yours. And there's nothing wrong with that, but some people get upset because maybe my list is a lot different from theirs or that. What I've noticed a lot over the years, in doing this now into 7 seasons since the first season, is that when The Walking Dead's not on, when we do videos about Walking Dead, some people are just looking for shit to get pissed off about and troll about. And that's just what it is, man. I mean, it's just like, I know the show's not on. I've said this before in Q&As. We miss it when it's not on. We can't wait for it to come back. But yeah, some people just get depressed when The Walking Dead's not on. And, I get it. But, the best thing to do is to try and stay positive. It's also the winter outside, so some places are really cold and stuff. So, it's what it is. But, try to have fun, guys. Try to stay positive, and let's enjoy talking about some of our favorite series, be it Walking Dead or whatever else, Game of Thrones or whatever else we've been talking about recently with top 5s and that kind of stuff. So if you guys like today's video, please don't forget to thumb it up below. Write your comments. What do you think they're going to do for the Season 8 premiere? Yeah, that'll be it for this one, guys. We'll see you again soon for another. Happy New Year again. It's Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.